everybody, welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin Hippo. Thank you for joining us today. It is July 29th. I am back from eBay Open in Vegas, and today just happens to be a Monday, which means it's time for What's Sold on eBay! You guys, we're going to do things a little bit differently this week. I'm going to not go through the photos of the packages on Instagram. Number one, we didn't do any package photos for a whole week. Number two, I'm actually going to show you 2 weeks worth of sales, and so there's a lot to get through. There's a lot to show you guys and talk about. So we're going to get right into the actual what sold items and skip the photos this week. Next Monday, we'll get back into the regular groove of things where I show you our photos and just show you a handful of items. I also will not be showing you guys any plush this week. What? You guys are so disappointed, I know. But here's the thing. On Wednesday of this week or Thursday, I will be putting out an entirely plush-centric video. It's going to be called Plush That Sold on eBay. It's going to be a month's worth of plush that sold on eBay. Plush and plush only. So they're not going to show up in this video. They're going to have their own video later this week. So let's just jump right on in. Like I said, this is like 2 weeks worth of highlights. These are things that are exciting, things that were really solid flips, or really good solid bread and butter filler items. Bolos for you guys while you're out and sourcing. If you don't know what a bolo is, it's to be on the lookout for. And of course, the bolos that I show you, you have to keep in mind that we have a volume-based business, and we do a lot of those filler and bread and butter items, and our cost of goods is relatively low. It's 99 cents or less in most cases, and a lot of our stuff is free. So let's just look right here. We're going to take a look at some makeup first. You guys, most of these makeup samples I'm going to show you that sold came out of my personal Ipsy and Birchbox subscriptions. And those are $10 a month per subscription for Birchbox, 10 for Ipsy. And typically what I do is I take out the stuff that I'll actually use or that I want, and the rest I save it up until I have a ton, and then I spend a whole day photographing and listing all of these makeup samples. The reason I want to show them to you is twofold. Number one, it's again going back to that theory of how to get started on eBay is to always go through your house and get rid of stuff you don't want or need anymore to get that initial profit, that initial capital in your hand to start going out to the bins, the thrift stores, the yard sales, and sourcing. That is the best advice you can give any new reseller. Sell the stuff around your own house that you don't want. But the second reason is makeup apparently does really, really well, and it's something I think I'm seriously going to start looking into if I can get pallets or wholesale of makeup or skincare items to sell on eBay and Poshmark. Because it does really, really well. It's flying off the shelves, and you'll see as we flip through these, the prices are kind of low, but keep in mind these are all sample sizes. Ipsy and Birchbox both send you like 5 sample items a month for that $10, and they sell for $7.50 up to $15 for the sample sizes. So if I had, if I could find a source, which I'm actually researching already, to get makeup wholesale or pallets, then I think it would be a profitable side business. So yeah, I wanted to show you how much makeup does sell, how it flies off the shelf, and number one, even years later, we're clearly not just getting started. We're clearly very established power sellers on eBay, and we still sell off items around the house that we don't want anymore. We still clean out our closet and our dressers and put those clothes on eBay. We still get rid of makeup like this. So it's something that you kind of keep with you forever. I think once you start reselling and learn that anything you don't want anymore you can sell, you continue to do that. So let's just take a quick look at some of these that sold. This is a Perlice Watermelon Energizing 2-Minute Polishing Peel, and it sold for $7.15. You can see these are super easy. You just take a photo of the front and the back. I mean, they're so simple to photograph and list. I really want to start selling makeup. I cannot express that enough. There's a Lip Retreat oil here. See, again, just front and back. Sold for $8. These were all free shipping. Again, these are my personal things. So this, I wouldn't go out and source something and pay a lot of money for it to sell it for $8 free ship. But since these were just extras out of my box that I wanted to get rid of, I feel like these are good prices. And again, these are sample sizes. This one sold for $12.50. It's an all-in-one multi-benefit leave-in hair treatment. We have a long-lasting liquid lipstick. This was a full size, so it sold for $10. There's a mascara hair benefit Bad Girl Bang, sold for $9. Ofra Cosmetics highlighter sold for $9. I did take a best offer on that one. We have a Yinsa skincare. I took a $10 best offer on. And again, you can see just a couple of photos per item. A number 4 smoothing balm for hair. I accepted an $8 offer on. And those makeup items all sold within the last 2 weeks. And they have only been in the store for about 2-3 weeks. So they go pretty quick. Prior to going to eBay Open, I had been showing you makeup every Monday in the what sold videos that was moving that I had been putting in. I'm showing you items from July 15th through July 28th. So that's a pretty good amount of makeup items to move, I feel, in 2 weeks that haven't even been up for a month. We have a Mary Marionette Nutcracker here. I have some more Christmas stuff I'm going to show you up here. This guy came out of the box we got at the yard sale. It was $5 for the whole box, full of Christmas ornaments. If you missed that haul video, I did do like a live unboxing to see what came in the box. I bought a $5 box and a $2 box. One full of Christmas ornaments, one full of Christmas mugs. This guy sold for $14. I accepted a best offer on him. And he was free shipping. He shipped first class. And here's another makeup item. This is Sunday Riley Luna Retinol Sleeping. Now I did take a couple extra ones of this just because it had so much writing on its box. I tried to get each side of the box. And that sold for $14. And now we're going to be getting into the jeans. A lot of these are going to be the bread and butter jeans. But they still sell pretty steadily through the summer. These are American Eagle jeans. They're a size 4, so they're not even a great size. I did accept the best offer, $17 on these. They have some distressing. So not like a huge flip, but these had a stain on it like you just saw. They're not a great size. These have been around for a while. One of my earlier mistakes, I was happy to get rid of it for $17. Cost 99 cents. Lucky Brand jeans. These were 99 cents at Goodwill. These were size 8, Southside Zoe Skinny. I did accept the best offer of $21 on those. They shipped in a padded flat. Here we have Michael Kors, cost 99 cents at Goodwill. I picked these up because they were a plus size 14 women's. And I did accept the best offer of $21 on those as well. They shipped in a padded flat. Here we have a pair of Riders by Lee. This is a brand I typically don't source that much anymore. However, this one was new with tags and only 99 cents. So I did source them, put them in the store. They sold for $24.92 and they shipped in a padded flat envelope. Here we have a Cutter & Buck windbreaker vest. Again, Cutter & Buck's not, a brand that we would go out of our way for, but it was new with tags. And it was just 99 cents at the Goodwill. And it did sell for $20.90 and shipped first class in a poly bag. Peter Millar is a brand that we do really well with, especially the sweaters and the sweater vests. And a lot of the Peter Millar sweaters will be cashmere blend or wool blend. This one was 99 cents and it sold for $22.51. Shipped first class in a poly. This Tommy Bahama came out of the box that I opened just before leaving for eBay Open, the Friday prior. The big box of 96 items that we bought from one of Casey Rockstar Flippers viewers. She wanted to get rid of some of her inventory. We paid $225 total for the whole box. There are about 96 items in there. It comes to $2 and some change per item. And this was just listed like a week ago. It's an extra large, pretty nice Bahama. And we accepted a best offer of $25 for this one. This tan one came out of the same box. Both Tommy Bahamas shipped in poly bags, first class. This one's silk and extra large. It's got a nice graphic going on. Some nice graphics, I should say, plural. And this one sold for $26.25. Here's a pair of shoes I've had around for a little while. I got them for 99 cents at the Goodwill. They're kind of shiny silver hush puppies with a little bit of a heel. They're pumps. They did sell for $21 and they shipped for free. I did wrap them in bubble wrap and put them in a poly bag, and they shipped first class. These Dr. Scholl's were 99 cents at Goodwill. They were new with tags. Of course, I picked them up for 99 cents. I would have paid full price for them. They sat around for a while before they sold, but I usually do pretty well with Dr. Scholl's. I found them at the bins a couple of times. I always pick them up. We accepted a best offer of $27 for this pair, and they paid shipping. This is a sweater dress. The reason I'm showing it to you, along with the reason I'm showing you jeans and Christmas items, is just to show you guys everything sells all the time. I know I tell you I list all the things all year round, and this is exactly why. You'll sell Christmas in July, you'll sell sweater dresses in July, you'll sell bikinis in December. So it's a good idea not to hold anything back. This was free to us. This came with the inventory I inherited from my friend when she retired from eBay and donated her entire inventory to us. It sold for $11.15. It shipped first class, no cost of goods. Here is another sweater dress that also came from my friend who retired. So this also had no cost of goods to us, completely free. It sold for $24.92. It was a nice Calvin Klein, new with tags. It shipped in a padded flat. We sold this Harry Potter time turner necklace. You guys will remember seeing this from a yard sale recently. I believe we paid $1 for it, and it sold for $11.25. It shipped first class in a tiny 4x4x4 box, wrapped in bubble wrap. If you guys need boxes of any size, we do recommend the Boxery. The link to their eBay store is in the description box down below. They always give really great customer service. They have really great prices, and they always have a booth at eBay Open. I meet them every year. They're great people. If you do use the link, I am required to tell you by law that I get a small commission. But they do have a great variety of different size of boxes and poly bags that we use for our huge plush, all the way down to these wee little things we just need tiny boxes for. This Harry Potter scarf was bought at the same time I got the time turner. Same yard sale, same people. I want to say, because I can't quite remember, that I may have paid $2 for the scarf. Maybe it was only $1. It's an official Universal Studios Harry Potter scarf. I accepted a best offer of $22 on it, and it shipped first class in a poly bag. Long-time viewers that have been around forever, you guys will remember my Enesco bears. Got them from the bins in November of 2017. I found dozens and dozens and dozens of these, you guys. There was a whole story about them on the channel a long time ago, which is why I said, like, people who've been around forever will remember these guys. We dug through the bin and got every single one we could find, put them in a basket. By weight, they came out to like pennies a piece. They didn't weigh anything. Took me a couple hours to photograph them all, get them listed. They were super easy. Most of them sold off within the first couple of months. We still have some of these hangers on, and they're all pure profit by now. Like after the first couple, we had a couple sets that were like a full wedding party and a full nursery with baby bears and stuff. Those sets sold for like $75 a piece, $60 a piece. After that, it's all been profit. So they just kind of sit around and still sell off a little bit at a time. This one actually sold to two of my viewers, Rhonda and Amelia, the mother and daughter team. You guys may remember that sent me the really fun gift I opened on a live show, the Boxery hippo stuff. They're a really great team. I really enjoy those ladies. And they did purchase this through the event Dominic had, as we were his featured sellers this week in his Facebook group. I did mention in my live show last night. Y'all are looking at a vintage box of macaroni and cheese. On the back of it are some hockey cards from, well, I recognize the Pittsburgh Penguins. The other team, Whalers? I don't know. Y'all know I'm a nerd. I don't do sports. Anyway, I got these for like a quarter maybe at a yard sale. It was either 10 cents or a quarter. We'll say they were a quarter. Last year, 2018 yard sales. They've been sitting around for a long time. They're expired. I clearly put in there, the cards are still on the box. It's being sold as a collectible. Food is expired, not meant for eating. Do not eat. I felt like I had to put all that in there because we all know how well people read. Anyway, they sold for, we took a best offer of $10 just to get them gone. They've been around for a long time, and they shipped priority mail, and they paid for it. So, accepting $6 less for something that's been around for over a year that we paid a quarter for, it's whatever. I don't even know if these people on the back on these cards are even relevant anymore. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Pittsburgh Penguins are still relevant. They seem to be popular, at least where I live in Pittsburgh. But these could be, I don't know. I don't know enough about sports. I just thought it was kind of cool for a quarter, and I took a risk. Well, we bought this Bible at a yard sale very recently for 50 cents. Bibles are a definite bolo, you guys. Some sell for a lot more money than this. This one went for $20, but sometimes they will go for a lot more. So keep your eye out for those, especially if you can pick them up for like $1 or less at yard sales. We did ship this media mail. And we sold this candle to another one of our viewers, Heather's Menagerie. I'm sure you guys are familiar with her. She's very active on Instagram. She's very active in our Facebook group, for Flippin Hippos Facebook group. And she has purchased a couple of purses from me in the past, and I gave her a shout out on the channel. And she sent me Hilda, that large pink hippo with the bow on her head. And Heather purchased this as part of Dominic's event as well. I'm not going to be able to show you all of the purchases made through Dominic's event, as there were 15 purchases. I do want to give and express my gratitude and give thanks to each and every member of Dominic's group and my group that participated in the event and bought an item from our store. You guys are amazing. You guys are the best. You actually helped us bounce back from our vacation a lot quicker than it took last year. Sales were pretty dreary for about 2 weeks last year after eBay opened. And this year, the very first weekend back, we had 41 sales, and we also broke a record. We broke our own personal record on volume over one weekend of sales. So you guys are absolutely amazing, especially Dominic for hosting us and having us as the featured seller of the week. His group is on Facebook. I'll put it in the description box. Go join it. He's a great guy. Follow along. He's got a really lot of good content on his YouTube channel as well, and his Facebook group is pretty good. And for those of you that bought from us, I thank you. Can't show them all. There were a lot, but I did want to show a couple. Like this is a Christmas item, and I really wanted you guys to see that Christmas items are moving right now. In addition to the ornament down here that I showed you. Got so many tabs I can't find anything, guys. There he is. And then the bear Well, the bears, I always show these little bears every time they sell because they've been around for so long. And there's still a couple that move now and again. But if I didn't call you out, if I didn't shout you out, you're still 1,000% appreciated. Everybody that participated and bought from the store. You guys are absolutely wonderful and amazing. You helped us break a record and you helped us bounce back. The activity in our store is continuing through today. And we're still making a lot more sales than we normally would on a Monday, number one. And number two, than we normally would after a vacation. So again, let me say thank you, and we'll move on to the next Christmas item here. This guy came from the bins a long time ago. He does play music. He wasn't his original box. He's just been sitting around forever, and I don't know why, because a lot of the Christmas stuff I just listed, you know, at the end of June and the beginning of July, out of those mystery boxes I bought, keep selling really fast. This guy sat forever. I don't know. No one wanted them. He sold for $8.44. He shipped first class in a little box. By weight, probably 10 cents at the pound at the bins, but he's been sitting around for a while. So, do you guys remember these? They came out of the mystery boxes. This one came out of the $5 box full of ornaments. There was the Life and there was the Monopoly. We still have the Monopoly one. For some reason, it's sitting. But the Life one did sell. We accepted a best offer of $18 and it shipped first class. So super cute. I'm kind of tempted to keep the Monopoly one for myself, but we'll see. And this Canon camera, I want to say, was maybe $3 at a yard sale. It wasn't a pretty recent haul video. I had talked about how we were debating on buying a battery for it, because if it worked, it would have been worth a lot more money. But unfortunately, the battery for this camera would have only been good for this camera. It wasn't a battery we could buy and use to test a lot of other electronics or cameras. So in the end, we decided not to purchase it and just to sell the camera for parts or repair. Sold for $20, 62 cents, shipped first class. Here's a pair of shorts that were free to us. This also came from the inventory I inherited from my friend when she retired. They are Michigan Rag Company shorts. You guys, I don't know where she found them. I'm gonna have to ask her. There were 3 hats and 1 pair of shorts in this brand. The watermelon hat and the watermelon shorts have now both sold. I got a couple hats left, but they are vintage and they sell for a lot. So if you ever see the vintage Michigan Rag Company shorts, hats, shirts, whatever, pick them up. These sold for $51. No cost of goods. They shipped first class. I did say no plush this week. I'm going to make one exception for one lovey. Technically, it's a blanket, so, you know, technically it's a blanket. It's not a plush. It will show up in the plush video again, though. This is one I got for $1 at a yard sale. Beginning of the summer, I picked up a whole slew of new with tags, loveys, and blankets from one yard sale. Showed them in a haul video. This one sold for $56 plus shipping. In addition to $56 for the item, the woman paid shipping. And what's really exciting is she sent me a message after purchasing this one and asked if I had it in blue, or if I knew where I could get it in blue, and if I did, she would pay double. I wish I knew where it was in blue, because that would have been a $112 sale. Alas, it was a one-off at a yard sale. I don't know where you find these, but $56 plus shipping for $1 fine at a yard sale. So when I tell you guys to look out for these loveys, these security blankets, absolutely be looking out for them. And now we have a Donald Trump tie. These red ones are the most sought after, most popular, that you can get the most money for. We will pick up any Donald Trump ties we find, usually $5 or less. But the other colors sometimes go for $30, $40, $50, depending. This one had tags. It was the red color, which is the most popular. I believe this was $3 at Goodwill. And it might have been only 50 cents at a church sale. We've had a couple of red ties. We've had a couple of red Donald Trump power ties. I think this was the one that was $3 at Goodwill. If not, it was only 50 cents at a church sale. Either way, it sold for $66.50 and it shipped first class. The really nice expensive ties like this, we do roll and place into a Ziploc bag, which we then place into a small bag, and then we ship. The ones that aren't luxury or as expensive, we just put in the Ziploc bag, wrap in tissue paper in a poly bag. But these expensive ones, we put in those 4x4x4 boxes I was talking about earlier in this video. And that's the last thing I'm going to show you today. These are the highlights of the last 2 weeks of sales. Again, July 15th through the 28th, because we did not do a what sold video last week. I will be back next week with another what sold on eBay video, a more normal one that's just a week worth of highlights of sales and photos of our packages each day to give you an idea of our behind the scenes volume and the up and downs of online sales. And I will be back later this week with a plush that sold on eBay video, a video all about the plush that sold in the last month. Do me a favor, guys, before you leave, do smash that like button. It really does help the channel. It helps other folks see this video. If you want to share any of your recent sales, finds, bolos, flips, exciting things that are going on in your life, guys, utilize that comment section down below. I do love to hear from you guys, and I do answer each and every comment that I get on the channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos on all social media. Please join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Link to join us down below in the description box. And while you're at it, join Dominic's Facebook group, and one day maybe you'll be chosen to be his selected seller of the week and break your own sales records with a little bit of help from our reselling community. Resellers helping resellers is what it's all about, guys. Until next time, go have a good night, go be productive, go make some money, and I'll see you later.